In this video, I'm going to walk you through the prep for lesson 2 of unit C1. And so you can see you've got I've put some links here in the materials, but you've got handouts that you need to print per student. And then there's a bunch of handouts. There's a lot of readings in this lesson, and you will need for the jigsaw, these three. You'll need a third of the class will read geologic data, a third of the class will read ice cores, and a third of the class will read clues from humanity. And these will be jigsawed, so they will share out the information in small groups. The next three are going to be done a little differently. They are going to be done with, it's called chalk talk. And so you will set up a poster chart paper that's blank, and students will answer questions that are prompted on the slide, and they will read the article with their group when they're at that poster. And then they rotate to the next poster with the next topic. So students will read all three, but you only need enough handouts to go with that poster. So again, a third of your class will need these printed out. So most likely you'll probably have, if you have a large class, like 6 groups, 2 for each topic. Okay, you will also have 2 videos that you will play early on in the lesson showing Arctic ice melt and over the years and the changes. They're simulations, so make sure those play. Again, here's all those handouts I just talked about with the jigsaw and the chalk talk. Okay, it does say that you need to have chart paper with the material, so markers or whatever set up around the room. Make sure there's no more than 6 students per group. I would say less than that. I would not do more than 4 students in a group if you have that ability. You also need to set up a piece of chart paper, and this is actually going to be an anchor chart that you're adding to throughout the unit. It's called the Energy Anchor Chart. You're going to title it Rules for Energy Transfer Models, and you're going to actually pre-write all of these rules on the chart paper. And then it's going to be used with an energy transfer model where you're going to walk them through these rules using a box to represent an object and the arrows to represent energy flows. So you'll see this later on in the teacher guide. Now, I will point out that I have created this right here to help teachers kind of know where things are added in the lessons and where in the teacher guide. So this is basically an anchor chart progression throughout the unit. And what is in red is what's going to be added to the chart in the lessons that are provided. All right. A lot of reading in this one, and the beginning of what you will use a lot in this unit, the anchor chart for energy rules models. All right. Good luck. Oh, tell me how you're going to prep. Put it in the discussion to help each other out. All right. Good luck.